And welcome back. As federal, state, and local governments look for solutions to the current economic crisis, one nonpartisan organization is encouraging citizens to take matters into their own hands and to answer the call. Joining me right now to discuss the call to service is Harry Pozicki, who is founder and chairman of the Citizens Campaign. Welcome. Nice to see you.
Nice to be here.
What is the Citizens Campaign? What is this all about?
Well, we're really a community of private citizens organized on a nonpartisan basis. Most of us have substantial experience in politics, law, and government. And it's our goal to help our fellow citizens in New Jersey take charge of their own destiny, especially in troubling times like these.
Okay, so how do you do this? Do you go door to door, or what do you do?
No, well, we have a website, and this group of individuals has put together 4 half-hour courses that are accessible for free, online and on demand, which teach people how to use the power levers of government and how to address the coming economic crisis as well as other problems.
Okay, so give me an example.
Well, one of the examples that we're best known for is that we developed laws to take the corruption out of government contracting and significantly reduce the cost of government contracting, called the pay-to-play laws. And with all of the stimulus money coming down in the way of infrastructure dollars and government contracts, either that money can be wasted through political corruption or it can be spent and invested in the right way that will help the citizens.
Okay, so as an individual citizen, I somehow feel powerless to do anything about that I feel this big ton of money is coming up from Washington, and it's disseminated in the state of New Jersey, and basically lawmakers decide where it goes, right?
Well, lawmakers decide, but citizens can decide as well. We've developed 4 ways that citizens can actually take power and use the power levers to get results in lowering the cost of government. One is to serve on appointed offices like budget advisory committees or capital planning committees that can prioritize what infrastructure should be addressed with all of the stimulus money. We've also taught citizens how to use their rights now under new laws to gain information and be able to present constructive proposals to their municipal government, their school board, and their county to lower the cost of government. And the experts in our group are actually giving them a menu of opportunities to lower the cost of government.
But you know, the skeptic in me says, I'm going to take a lot of time online, learning the ropes and getting all this done, and they're not going to listen to me.
It takes 1 hour to be able to learn how to actually exercise power. And the citizens who have taken our courses before have passed over 200 local laws lowering the cost of government. So I hope that lowers your skepticism just a little.
So you're saying that lawmakers do actually listen when citizens do follow the right channels, pull the right levers, as you say, and do the right thing.
Yeah, the paradigm has changed. With the economic crisis and with the upswell of interest in the presidential elections, politicians know that they have to be responsive now. And if a citizen comes forward with a bona fide way to reduce property taxes in their town, they can't be sloughed off. They know that the public is watching the tax dollar more than they ever have.
So where did you come up with this idea? You're a former attorney, or still an attorney? You're retired right now.
Actually,
once an attorney, always an attorney.
My wife pushed me into it. I came from a poor family, and they told me to get a degree and a white-collar job, and she said that after our children were raised, we had to put something back. And I served in a number of local, county, and state positions in politics and government, and met a lot of other people who cared about service and saw that things had just become too polarized, too much infighting, and most of the citizens just didn't know what power they had. So what we do is we teach power politics. It's not the civics that your mother and father learned.
So are these big policies that you deal with? Are they major policy issues that people can really get involved in and make a difference, or are they more on a local community kind of basis?
They're both local and they're big. Again, using the example of pay-to-play, locally citizens came in, provided ordinances to their mayors and councils and said, look, we shouldn't have government contractors allowed to make big contributions when they're negotiating a government contract or performing it. And after several hundred people came forward and hundreds of ordinances were passed, the state legislature said, well, we'll have to do that. Now we're going to be introducing it at the national level. So you can leverage power all the way from the bottom up as an individual citizen if you only know where the levers of power are.
We also hear a lot of stories about people who can get government jobs if they know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody kind of down the road.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that issue?
Well, I think that you have to have citizens knowledgeable about how people get appointed to these positions, and that's what one of our courses teach. If people log on to our jointhecampaign.com, these courses are for free. They can take them wherever they want. It's a half an hour to take a course. They take 2 of the courses, the introductory and advanced course. They'll have the knowledge about how to block these kinds of corrupt political actions.
All right, Harry, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it. If you have any ideas about the topics that you would like to see discussed here, please log on to my9tv.com. Click on Public Affairs. We would love to hear from you. And that'll do it for today's show. Thank you for joining us. For My9, I'm Harry Martin, and we will see you next week on New Jersey Now.